Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, you ready?
I'm ready. Babe, cut it on your phone so I can hear them. Cut it on your phone. He can be on the phone.
Okay. How would you like to be called? How can I refer to you?
You can call me Vu. That's what people
Vu.
know. Vu. VOO.
For you people actually tuning in, can you actually hear? Can you actually hear our caller? Listen, for you guys in the comment section, I want to know, can you hear my caller? Can you speak for a minute? Can you say hello? Hello?
Sorry. Hey, hello.
Okay, they said they can hear you. Okay, very good.
Okay, perfect.
So listen, let's take it from the top. Okay, so um, what happened? Like, tell me, what's going on? What happened?
Okay, so I can start from the very beginning of everything. So I reached out to Jaquan just to kind of shout him out.
And let's not mention his name because this guy likes to report. So let's not mention his legal name. Let's just say
Right. Okay,
let's
Brujo.
let's say Brujo.
Okay. Damn, I really want to call him a bitch, but I'm not going to do that. So, Brujo, um, I first hit him up because I just thought he was fucking funny. You know, the shit that he used to pop in the spiritual community, I just thought he was funny. So I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I see what you're doing. Basically, keep doing your thing. Like, and I guess his response was like basically he wanted to keep the conversation going. He was not somebody I was interested in. I was really just, shouting him out, like hitting him up in his inbox, like, you know what, I see you. I would love to have you as a spiritual connect. I'm very resourceful when it comes to those kind of things. So one thing led to another in my inbox, and he was talking about like, the E5. Like I'm a Bruja. Like I was just born this way. I've never identified with any religion. I've never, you know what I mean? Like I'm just straight with. So with talking with him and stuff like that, learning about E5 within like this short conversation, I was interested. So he directed me to his Babalawo, to get Idafa, which is a reading through E5. And I went and got my reading from his Babalawo. This is when he was in Africa at this point. So I got my reading from his Babalawo, and after my reading, he basically told me that Allah Dumare said that I was his wife. Now, someone who is totally ignorant to the culture, like I didn't know how none of this stuff worked. Like I said, I'm a witch. I don't do, you know what I mean? It's just left me. I don't know the shit. So when he told me like my Odu, Iwodi Ofun, I didn't know how none of this shit worked. I didn't know that you don't truly get your life Odu until you initiate. You know what I mean? So the stuff that came out in my Odu, it was literally just for like that time period, maybe a time period of like 3 to 6 months type shit. So that was the first like spiritual manipulation that he did. He said that, all the Dumare said I have to marry him. Mind you, I wasn't hitting this nigga up for, trying to get with him or anything. He said all the Dumare said that I was his wife. I'm a woman who has a very strong faith in God, at the end of the day. So I believed him. Mind you, I lived in Columbia, South Carolina, which is 3.5 hours away from Atlanta. When he told me this information, I was already looking to relocate to Georgia. So with me being a very spiritual person, you can already know, like, I was like, well, shit, maybe this is the sign. Maybe, God is just, maybe this really is my husband. I was all in. So I ended up packing up me and my 4 children, and I ended up moving to Atlanta. I never really talked to him. I didn't even meet him until he came to Atlanta from his initiation. I'm not fucking crazy. I know it's some insane shit to do, to move you and your kids to a whole nother state. You don't know this man. You don't know the woman that's in his house. You're moving straight off the strength that you think this is a righteous man. And this righteous man has told you that Allah Dumadi said you are his wife. It's not, no, you have to marry a Babalawo. You don't have to know. He's like, him specifically was my husband. And so I'm like, okay. I paid for everything as far as my move went. He never even offered to help me with U-Hauls. He never offered to help me with movers because I didn't move myself. I hired people. I hired people to and from. When I moved in Atlanta, I hired people to put my stuff in his house, and I literally furnished his whole house because he didn't really have too much going on. Like the couches was dirty from cat hair. Like it just wasn't giving what I was used to. It just gave impoverished. And it wasn't too bad because, he had me really start showing up his true colors. And I'm not a shallow person. And if this was my husband, it was just kind of like, okay, I'll be down with you because I see the vision. I see what you're trying to do. But I did not know he was as bad off as he was. You know what I mean? It's only so long you can fake your funk with someone not living with you versus them living with you. So over time, shit just wasn't right. When he got back from Africa, like April 17th or something like that, I met him. He was a sweet pea. He was so sweet to me.
How long was he in Africa?
Like a month.
Okay.
So he came back from Africa. Everything was, pretty okay. He was very sweet. I really wasn't. I didn't know what he did before because to me he insinuated that he was moving. He was moving a little work, and so not the work that not left hand work. Like he insinuated he was moving like work. And so I was like, okay, he got some coin. Like he got a little something about him. I never really delved into it more than that. And so I learned that I believe he drove Uber. I think he ended up telling me like after I had then changed my whole life. I think he was still in Africa when he told me he drove Uber. So I'm just thinking maybe he just drives to get extra money. Maybe if he can't get his stuff off, he just does it anytime. But when I moved here, I saw that it was a full-time gig, and my quote-unquote husband was literally gone 14, 15 hours out the day when I first got there. So that was the first thing. I wasn't really used to that. But, like I said again, I believed him and everything that he said. So, I was down for it. Soon he started, like, not really spiritually manipulating me because my spirit always knows when something is wrong. But he basically started teaching us Ifa the wrong way. He threatened me. Well, not even threatened. He told us that our marriage ceremony was us feeding Egbe, basically. Now, mind you, at the time this stuff is going on, I am totally oblivious to Ifa. I know nothing. I don't know these words you're talking about. I'm just there. So when we, I know blood sacrifice and I know how blood works. So, when we go to feed Ashura Rooster, he put a circle over our wrist and he put blood on the back of our head and on the front of our orrery and on our toes. So he told us that was the bond, like that was the bind. That was the blood bind to like Eshu as far as marriage goes. He even went so far, as I started learning stuff about the culture, I went back to look. He even went so far to lying to Facebook saying that our Egungun and our Egbe like we're married, but it's just like we're not even initiated. I don't even have an Egungun shrine or Egbe shrine to put with yours to marry it. We didn't even go to Nigeria. For a Babalawo to get married, like it has to be 3 Babalawos present. Like nothing happened that he claims happened. He was just saying in his head we were married. And for me, that's delusional as fuck because it's just like you can't just say you're married just because you want to say it. And I know he's really fucking crazy because one of his taboos is he can't have sex outside of marriage. And neither one of us was married to that guy. So it's just like he's really full of shit when it comes to the spirituality. He's doing it for clout. Like he's not really in. He shouldn't have went to Ifa because I feel like he only went to Ifa for the title, you know, to be really badass. Like, but he's not like that. He's still that same messed up individual that left before. Like,
so now let me ask this: what is messed up about him? What happened? What happened? Let's okay.
So the first time he got like violent.
Well, violent. Wait. Violent. What do you mean violent? What? Hold on.
So
What?
The first time he came, when he came back from Africa, this was like 3 weeks after he got back. The way that he was in the poly relationship, like he would try to do little things like to pin us up against each other.
Wait. I'm confused here. So this was a polygamous relationship.
Yeah.
And he was violent. Okay, let's.
I don't know what he did with the other girl. I don't really know what happened with her. I know she watched him beat my ass one time.
What? Wait. This is the listen. Wait a minute. Hun, this is you're saying to me he beat your ass. She watched him beat.
We were fighting.
All right, let's run this back a little bit. Okay. First, well, you're saying that he was violent towards you. When was the first time he was violent with you?
The first time he was violent is when he came back from Africa. I stayed back for like 3 weeks. And like one thing he told us, like he used to lie about us about so many things. Like it's freaking ridiculous. Like he told us that being that he was an SU priest, he couldn't sleep with us while we were on our period because he might kill us in his sleep. Like stupid shit. Like this all kinds of shit. Can you give me a line, please? Thank you. But the first time he came back from Africa, what happened? We were laying in bed. It was family night. So he was in the middle. I was on one side. He was on the other side. The woman who he was with originally, she really never wanted poly. Bitch just really don't have no place to go. So of course she's gonna be an idiot bitch and listen to whatever the hell his crazy ass says. But her body would show. You know, you could tell she was just jealous and she didn't want me there. So long story short, like 6 o'clock in the morning, thank you, baby. We were all laying in bed. And I guess he was like turned towards me and she like moved my hand out of the way. Like, mind you, I'm asleep, but she's doing it like aggressive. So I'm gonna let you know right now, Lenny, I'm a Cooper. All the way, 1,000%. So when I see what the fuck going on at 6 o'clock in the morning, I hop my ass out the bed and I turn the light on. And then I turn the light in the bathroom and I go sit down on the toilet and I just stare at them. So Jaquan was like, turn off the light. You know, of course he's mad. I'm like, nah, like I'm not going to go to sleep. Nobody in this bitch is going to go to sleep. So he got off the bed and he got in my face and he headbutted me. And he's like, he tried to look possessed, I guess, but to me, he just looked like somebody that needed to go talk to a lady like me. You know what I mean? Go talk to some fucking body. And it took him about 2 days to kind of apologize for what he did. And he blamed it on SU. He said SU, the Orisha, is still settling in him. And, you know, just a bunch of bullshit as to why he headbutted me. That was the first situation.
The first situation?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
So a few weeks ago, things in the house hadn't been okay. I ended up I broke up with Jaquan because I was tired of the struggle poly. I don't live an impoverished life. I didn't come for that. Like I'm used to a certain lifestyle. And he clearly couldn't provide it for me. I'm mad because it's just like he took his delusion to another level by involving me and my 4 children. You know what I mean? Like, you know damn well you can barely take care of yourself. The bitch that he with now told me as soon as she got there, her only option to get clothes for her kids was fucking Goodwill. I said, bitch, that should have been a sign that this is not where you're supposed to be. Like, that's the shit you're used to. Your only option was to go to Goodwill as if Target and Children's Place don't exist. So that was like a red flag for number one. I told her she wasn't a real bitch because she could have put me on game the 2 weeks that me and her were talking while he was being initiated. You know what I mean? You tell somebody some shit like that. Her baby ain't have no shoes, no clothes. The baby like 9 months. The baby ain't have nothing. It was no. I furnished the whole house, like everything. The TV was sitting on a bed when I got there, like real shit. But I was like, I'm gonna thug it. This is what I signed up for. He got a vision. I'm thinking he's true. So boom. I said about a month ago, stuff started getting like a little hectic. I broke up with him. I began looking for a new place. I let him know my new place would be ready September 20th or a little before. And so he just dead ass like started acting weird. He even started switching up on his first quote unquote wife. Well, I'm just call it what it is, on his first girlfriend. He started switching up on her. Because the reality is he only got with her out of convenience.
Wait. Repeat that last part. He got with her for what? Convenience. Okay.
Right. Just to have somebody around. Like you can look at her and tell. And he got with me because I'm fucking me. Like he got with me because the image, I look good for his image. He got with me because I'm a Brujo. The shit just makes sense. And I'm a bad bitch at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Not even in a derogatory way. You know what I mean? He knows that I add value. I'm a good luck charm to anyone's life I'm in, and he knew that. He knew who I was on a spiritual level. And so he manipulated and lied to me so he can have me for himself. He never once cared about my destiny. He did all of this shit for him. Because he knows his blessings don't come through. Like he went so far to say, my old dude says that children bring me blessings. And so that's the only reason why I was it was this girl named Ife Divine that he was talking to. But ugly bitch. He said he was only going to give Ife Divine a chance because his old dude spoke of children bringing blessings and the bitch had 5 pieces.
Okay. Now listen, let's not move. Listen, let's talk about. You gave me one. Let's move into the violent part.
Okay, so boom, 3 weeks. Okay, I had to tell you how we broke up. So boom, 3 weeks ago, after we broke up or whatever, I complained to him about how I felt like the fucking ugly stepsister. What the fuck? I'm taking care of kids by myself. Me and the girl's 15-year-old daughter are basically keeping the house in order by cleaning up, making sure everything is everything. Like I'm feeling like a fucking slave in the house. And so I went to evict him. It was like 6 something in the morning after my kids went to the bus stop, and I'm telling him like I'm crying and I'm angry because any other time when I came to him, with the complaint, this motherfucker would tell me, okay, so which one of you is gonna leave? Who's gonna leave me? Bitch, nobody's gonna leave after you told us we will die when we leave you. Like no one's gonna leave when you tell us something catastrophic is gonna happen if we end this tie because he said we had a bloodline connection. So that was the only solution. So when I went to talk to him, he got on the SU shit. He got mad and frustrated, and he fucking slammed me, and we were in the shrine room. So that's a big no-no. A taboo for Babalawo, like they can't hit women. Especially, I'm a twin mom. That's a whole other taboo. You cannot disrespect Yvette. You can't do that. And I'm a woman. He broke so many taboos. You know what I mean? So it's just sad. So that was the first time he slammed me in the shrine room.
Look, let me get that because hold on. The first time let's go over it because you didn't get into detail. You said he slammed you in the shrine room. Explain that.
I talked to him about how I was doing everything in the house. I'm basically venting to him, telling him how tired I am, stuff. And I don't know if he's mad because I'm crying and my emotions are all over the place. He was laying down. This motherfucker stood up. I was standing on one side of the shrine room. This motherfucker stood up, picked me up, and slammed me on the ground on the other side of the fucking shrine room to the point where you ever had a pain, like he slammed me so hard I felt like my breath left my body type shit. Like my breath left my body and my back was sore for days. Like I got slammed that hard and I have bruises on my back. Like I have pictures and everything. But so that was traumatic for me because I ain't never had no man quit. I get princess treatment. I get treated like a princess. I've never had no man do that. And so at that point, I really was like, oh no, it'll be over. Lenny, this motherfucker didn't even apologize after he did it. He let like a day or so go by. And so when he came in my room, he asked me, he told me he was about to go to the store. And I'm like, so you don't have anything you have to say to me? He looked at me and he said, no. I said, Jaquan, like, I said, you think what you did is right? He said, okay, but you disrespected my Brujo. Getting in my face and pointing on my, like, so close, he's pointing my nose. So, as my daughter, my 5-year-old daughter and my 7-year-old son were right there when he did that. So, at that point, I'm just over it. So, he walked past me and he goes down the hallway. And as he's leaving the door, I definitely mushed him in his face and I called him a bitch because he didn't know what he was. I don't think nobody ever really told him with their chest that he was a bitch. So I just felt like that was my opportunity. You know what I mean? And so it's just been bad after that. Like, he hadn't walked around the house. Being that he was mad at me, he stopped talking to the girl Pat. So I would say about a week ago, damn, this motherfucker's crazy. So about a week, why did I get mushed? I'm just trying to figure out why did I get headbutted. I don't remember why I got headbutted. I'm sure we got into something. Well, shit, I'll tell you about the incident that just fucking got me in jail. How about let's go to that? Because the other incidents don't even matter.
Okay, I'm all ears.
So, boom, 2 days ago, this was the first, I woke up. So, I woke up in the morning, I'm looking for my car key. Mind you, he has been Ubering with my car because his car is broke and he can't afford to fix it. The job that he signed up for, because he signed up for a new job because Uber just picked him off for whatever reason. So he signed up for this delivery service. And basically with the delivery service, he didn't know if the car insurance, the registration, like all the names had to match. So me being a real bitch that I am and not caring and thinking this is the man that loves me, I'm like, babe, just go ahead and put the car in your name and we'll figure it out later. Like, I'll go back up there, when you're on the road. So when I woke up, I'm looking for my car key. Jaquan was upset because the night prior, I was at my boyfriend's house and he heard him in the background. Now, mind you, I'm not on Jaquan's body. I haven't been on his body for like a month. And so it's just like, you shouldn't feel no type of way that I'm doing my thing. I've told you numerous times I don't want to be with you. You're fucked up. So I'm getting the key. I'm looking for my car key, and I didn't see him in the closet in the room. So he stood up, and I said, Jaquan, I need my car key. And he said, you're not getting your car key. I was like, Jaquan, I gotta go to the store. Like, I'm not with this. And he had like this. He's trying to look possessed. He had this like just blank stare in his face, but I don't give a fuck. So I'm just looking at him. I'm like, Jaquan, I need to go to the store. And he's like, well, I'm about to go get a bird, blah, blah, blah. And I said, well, shit, I'm going to get a bird too. And if you're taking my fucking car. And he's like, I don't want to be around you. Like, I said, I don't want to be around you either. I guess I started saying shit that he didn't like because in the moment I forgot. But he headbutted me. Like, I took it as like a split on the face type shit. He headbutted me.
Again?
Yeah, it just happened.
Okay.
And so we began to fight. At this point, I closed the fucking door because, like, let's fight at this point. And I didn't want my children that were in the front room to see it. So I closed the door and we started to fight. So the girl, Kay, who he has been ignoring and treating like bottom of the barrel shit that she is, she called the cops. The night prior, I was telling my boyfriend, I actually had a dream about this shit. I'll send you screenshots and everything. I had a dream about this one all day. But the night prior, I told my boyfriend, I said, babies, the energy of this home, it feels like they're plotting against me. I said the energy in this home feels like they're conspiring against me. The next day, I go to fucking jail. So when she called the cops, me and Jaquan, I guess we were in it or whatever, and my kids were on their iPad, but my kid's godmom was on the iPad, so she heard everything going on. So they came over like 2 minutes before the cops got there. So I'm following Jaquan around after we didn't fall. I'm like, yo, give me my key. I'm just following him from room to room. I didn't know the cops would call, but I did know my cousin was on the way. So I was like, Jaquan, you're going to have to give me my key or you really going to be fucked up. Like, just give me my car key. We don't even have to do all of this. Boom, the cops come up. And I see my cousin, so I open the door. I step outside. Jaquan slams the door. Mind you, my 2 twins are in my room, knocked out. And my 2 oldest kids are on the couch. So they're screaming on the inside because they like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And then my cousin's like, yo, you just slammed it. So my older cousin's like 50-something. He's mad. He's tight because you just slammed the door in everybody's face and all we want to do is get the kids. So, of course, when the cops pull up, My kids are locked in the house. I'm going to be the most irate person. That's really the only reason why I went to jail, because when they pulled up, I was hyped. And the man told me that. He was like, you were the most hyped. He said Jaquan had a lot of bruises. A lot of my bruises didn't show until like the day after or like tomorrow. I had like bruises. I didn't have he has a black guy because of me, and I like fucked this girl up. Like he was bleeding type shit, and you could see.
Very good. Very good.
He was really just trying to choke me out on some shit. Like that's why I have deep bruises. Like I don't have I fucked him up type shit.
Very good. My girlfriend actually said good for him. She commended you. Good job.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Somebody need to beat his ass.
Listen, let me speak now. Because listen, I'm not too sure if you've seen the other interviews of women that was with him prior to you.
The thing about it is, I know all about you. This man used to talk about you every day and every fucking night, and just everything about his life was about Leonard, Elmira, and Santeria, Yesenia. Like I'm like, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with these people. This shit sad. I got so mad one day. I said, yo, I don't give a fuck about what my haters are doing. Like I don't care. Like he's obsessed. All he do is he's a narcissist. All he does is talk about himself and his supposed ops that he honestly just makes up in his head. I think you're the only real one that he has, and I feel like he caused that. You know what I mean? He looks for problems to have with people and presses the issue because he's a messy bitch. He's just filled with estrogen. Like it's ridiculous.
I would say this. Let me say something to you. Okay, so you didn't watch the interviews with the other women.
I did. I'm gonna be real with you.
And you chose to go anyway?
No, I didn't know who King Brujo was until I was in the home. I didn't know nothing about no King Brujo. Like I said, he was my Facebook friend, and I used to catch his shit on my timeline like periodically. I never even went to the motherfucker's page. I did not know him. I did not want him. I was talking to a whole nother nigga before I even got with him, so I really think he did some type of something or pay. I really think he paid to do some type of something because he didn't have shit in that house. It was very much so, if you're doing anything, you're doing hoodoo in here. It ain't shit in this bitch but mugwort and fucking goddamn Johnny Conqueror roof. Like, you don't have, it is nothing in here. Like, I mean, those are faves, so we can add in the stuff. But you just a kitchen candle witch, like you talked about. You're not doing no real woo.
So let me let me tell you something. If you're not familiar, well, you said you'd heard of him later, but prior to you, it's a consistent pattern with him. Because listen, a consistent pattern. The first woman that moved into his house, it was actually two women that moved into his house the first time, right? She had a 1-year-old child.
I talked to her. She's another reason why I said fuck that nigga, because he don't take care of his child. I talked to the baby mama.
Okay, does the baby mama have she have a restraining order against him? Or
no, I don't think not that the baby mama don't have a restraining order.
Okay, but let me get this incorrect, because not the baby mama. There was after the baby mama. I'm not too sure what the situation with the baby mama is. Never spoke to her whatsoever. But there was two women, I guess, after that, because I think there was a custody situation with the child. But there's two women after her, because it's actually 5 women.
Wow.
Listen, it's 5 women. Basically, there was 2 women living with him in 2022, right? One of them did an interview with me. Basically, she left from Michigan to move in with him, with her son. This guy, what caused her to move was because he punched her 1-year-old child in the mouth, and he was bleeding profusely. She brought all her furniture over to the house in the Hamptons, where he used to live at, and basically when that happened, she moved and she left all her furniture there. So now, let's move to the next woman. There's actually 2 women. The other woman that was there, she ended up leaving after that incident happened, right? Now, there was another woman in Atlanta. That video that video's out there. A female who accused them of rape, right? She actually filed a police report. That police report, he's been trying to deny and say it's fake. It's a real police report. Whatever happened, she didn't follow through with it whatsoever, but that's actually a real police report. Basically, they went out, Whatever happened, she was intoxicated. She wakes up, she finds this guy raping her whatsoever, right? That's one situation. You know what I'm saying? Then who else? I mean,
Can I say something? Because I'm a real ass bitch.
I'm listening to you.
Let me say something. Now, I actually saw that. I think she's a little Puerto Rican girl.
Okay.
One bad bitch. I don't know what she got going on. I watched the interview that you did. You did with her maybe like back in June. She showed me the interview. I'm gonna be real, Lenny. The shit that she was saying didn't resonate, and I definitely have a receipt as to why it didn't resonate as well. He showed me text messages. The girl said she got raped, I believe, day before Christmas or some shit. They were very much so still communicating up until like January type of time. So I don't know. And then I found some shit out. Her baby daddy, the girl who claimed that she was raped or whatever, allegedly, her baby daddy apparently can't stand him. Matter of fact, her baby daddy he's a big TikToker. And he talks about your situation with Brujo.
Oh, well, listen, this is a whole nother situation that I don't want to get into because I just want to focus. I just want to keep this thing focused on basically the situation that happened and basically the past situations. But listen, again, that's her situation. I don't want to mix it with yours. But the thing is, you have a bunch of women claiming that this guy is a monster, right? And now you come with your story. So now, because the thing is, what's going to happen is people are going to look at it like this. They're going to listen to your story, and then people may come around and say, oh, she's lying whatsoever, because that's what happened to the last female. You may feel the way you feel, but other people that's watching this, let's just say his audience, they may say, she's lying. But this is my thing. How is it that a bunch of women are saying close to the same thing? If it's not rape, it's violence. So why is it? Because the thing is, I want to make this thing clear, because just in case if someone's watching and saying that this woman's lying here, how is it that all these women are saying evil things about this man? It's the same thing. It's not like these women are saying, oh, we don't have anything. Most of these women that came about him had more than him. This female brought furniture into his house. I mean, listen, so I just want to say this to the people that's probably watching. Right. So now, one second. And I want to say this to people, right? King Brujo is an individual that you got to be very careful with, because he can actually make himself look like the victim. He's the type of person like, listen, this guy reported my TikTok, got that taken down at one point in time, and got another social media platform taken down, all because he didn't want people hearing what all these other women had to say. Right? Yeah. So this is the thing with people like that. Basically, I call it taking the bait. If you do something to him, he's gonna make it seem like, oh, you did it to him. You're the criminal, or you're the person that's the wrong person. Because now, this is what I'm assuming that he's gonna do, right? He's gonna use the female that's living with him to be his defensive blanket for you, because now he's gonna say, oh, she got arrested for what she did, and then this girl here was basically she's a witness whatsoever. So now
she definitely went out on a date with me and my boyfriend on Saturday, so he definitely got the call is coming from inside the fucking house even still, because she went out on a date. She's friends with the ops is all I'm gonna say. His biggest ops in Atlanta, you feel me? Like, she knows all about it, because I kept it real with him. I let him know I wasn't fucking with him. You know what I mean? But the call is definitely coming from inside the house, and I'm sure he's gonna watch this video because he's fucking obsessed with you.
Right. So, with that said, I mean, I don't think there's much more to say, because
There's nothing more to say. I just literally spent 2 days in jail, so I'm trying to,
again, that situation. Sorry that happened, but I'm glad that someone stood up to him. Right, because most women are usually victims of his. Most of these women are most of the women are victims. Nobody ever fights back. He does what he does and he walks away. Finally, he met a woman that wasn't going to take his shit and whoop his ass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I commend you for that. My girlfriend commends you for that, and I think a lot of women that's probably watching this that has had bad encounters with him will basically commend you as well. So listen, I'm gonna thank you for your time for this interview. I will talk to you once I'm basically done with this live here. All right.
Absolutely, do your thing. No problem.
Thank you.
No problem.
All right. Cool. Well, there you go. There you go. I mean, is there any more questions? I mean, listen, this situation here, this is the type of person that's walking around claiming to be an Ifa, whatever, a Babalawo, whatever, and I think people that are supporting him, I mean, listen, Baba Joseph, I think, if y'all know who Baba Joseph is, I would like y'all to send Baba Joseph this video here. Because the thing is, when more people know about this guy, maybe they'll basically take this thing serious. Because Baba Joseph had an interview with this guy on his channel like nothing. Like I sent him a video of one female claiming something, and basically he still has a video up with him basically interviewing Brujo. I mean, this is supposed to be a Babalawo, right? I mean, I don't know if you take your religion, and I'm speaking of Baba Joseph right now, right? If you take your religion serious, I mean, listen, I don't think it would be wise for you to associate yourself with someone like that. I mean, is that a good representation of your religion? Because if you're interviewing someone like that and you're basically having him around, I would think that you're probably into the same things that he's into. Because listen, it's not just one woman complaining. It's multiple women that are complaining about violence. I mean, listen, one woman even accused him of rape. What else is there? What else is there to basically wait for? So listen, I hope this video gives you guys like an alert. It makes you guys alert and makes you guys vigilant and careful with who you involve yourself with. Because if you don't, you'll end up in situations like this. There's a lot of the guys on social media preaching this pie in the sky theory, or this, I'm the savior type of theory. And when you get there or you get involved with a person, you realize this person is not who they claim to be. You know what I'm saying? This is not the first female that moved with her children into this man's house. I'm glad that she actually left, and I'm glad that she defended herself. But again, y'all women got to be careful. So with that said, I'm going to conclude this live. I thank everyone for tuning in tonight. All right.